What's up, everybody? Welcome back to West Coast POPCast. We are live with the West Coast Pop Wednesdays. Shout out to all the poppers, the floppers, and the rampagers. This is your boy, the final boss, coming to you live from the city of LA. Was stuck in traffic forever, man. It was insane, but we're here. We're on time. Zach will be jumping in soon, the main man, of course. But I'm joined by, once again, every week, the Infinity Champion, who had a big win at Royal Rumble a few weeks ago and is still rocking as the champ. How's your week going?
My week is going good because Knock. I don't know if you. I think you know that this is a special episode of the West Coast Podcast.
Special why?
Y'all might be thinking because it's Valentine's Day. Fuck that noise! It is it is the Infinity Champion, aka the Flop Daddy's birthday tomorrow, and we are celebrating. We're doing this Jericho style, a little bit of the bubbling and storming the Capitol.
Oh man. Shout out to the man Eric. Shout out to everybody out there. Our usuals in the chat, of course. We have a lot to talk about. A lot of pop culture stuff has happened. We got some video games topics. We got some New Japan topics. It's gonna be a good stream of West Coast Pop Wednesdays, and of course Zach's gonna be joining us. But yeah, good to see you, man, Eric. I like our talks here on the podcast and everyone jumping in here in this whole community.
Yeah. Sorry. I want to do eventually when we go back to. I'm kidding. I like StreamYard, but we go back to how we used to do it with the graphics and everything.
Yeah.
I want to have a counter on screen. Just see how many times Mr. Allpower can break me. Because I've lost count.
I'm desperately trying. Mr. Allpower, every time I try to introduce the show or outro the show, man, you jump in there like you try to time it to get one of us to pop. So I don't know if you do that on purpose, but this is West Coast Pop. And shout out to you for supporting each and every week. Noob & Co., I see you there as well, man. What's up, bro? Welcome to the chat. How are you doing today, man? We're doing very well.
How's it doing, Noob? How you doing?
I meant to ask you as well, Noob & Co. What are your thoughts on the Knuckles TV series coming out? Have you seen any trails on that, and what do you think about that coming out? Like we said, we have a big show today. We have some Fantastic Four news, some other movie news, and of course, a lot of wrestling stuff. But let's start what happened with last night. NXT. We have new NXT World Tag Team Champions, Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, who just got called up to the main roster, is now an NXT Tag Team Champion. What do you think about that?
I mean, I guess this is a good learning experience for him, and work with what's hot. Him and Corbin, I guess, having a good team, and they seem to gel. So it's weird because he's called up and he should be up there, but I guess let's do this.
Yeah. I'll admit it's actually been working as a tag team. Those two together, they've gelled. This is, I think, Corbin's first championship in what 7-8 years since like the US title, I think.
Yeah. And honestly, I've defended Baron Corbin. I enjoy him being successful where I don't watch. Like, I want him to be happy and successful, but I don't want to watch him. So he can stay in NXT and be tag team champions.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I think a tag team champion with a guy like Braun Breaker, who's hot right now, that's good for him to get his belts in, because as a singles run, I don't think I really want to see it too much.
No.
I think they should normalize this even more, bringing talent from the main roster down to NXT to get that boost back into their careers.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It worked with Mustafa was doing a great job until he got released for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean he was looking like he was gonna get booked to win the North American Championship.
Yeah.
Oh man, right now your boy Hangman with his ever-growing mustache is on the mic against Swerve and Joe. They're really building this main event, man. I think that this has the potential to be one of the greatest main events in AEW history.
Oh man. I mean, somebody said Hangman has the best storylines in AEW. I can't disagree.
Hangman doesn't miss.
Damn right. And you know what? He's riding that horse the way ladies are riding that mustache. So he's doing something right.
The Hangman, Adam Page. This man does not miss. Swerve is hot right now, and Joe is in one of the greatest triple threats of all time at Unbreakable TNA. And now he's about to do it again. So
4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Hey man, we got a lot of good ingredients here, man. A lot of TNA residue in here. A lot of good stuff.
I ask this every year. on the birthday episode. Can we not talk about TNA? And it happens every year. It happens every year.
Oh man, I can't resist. Um, what else we got going on here? Oh, if you guys have been watching Dynamite, little Dynamite update, we just found out we're getting Will Ospreay versus Takeshita, AEW Revolution. That match, that potentially match of the year. They were supposed to book this last year at Supercard of Honor, but Ospreay got hurt. So then now they're still the same faction. They're still part of the Don Callis family. So I'm not too sure how they're going to work it. Hopefully, Will Ospreay separates himself from that because he doesn't need that faction at all. But that match is going to be amazing.
I'm sorry. Which faction did you say? I was looking up something.
Ospreay's still with the Don Callis family with him, Fletcher, Takeshita, and Hobbs. Just Ospreay hasn't really been around, but he's still with the faction technically.
Yeah, he does not need to be a part of it. He's Will Ospreay. He can wrestle. He's good.
Yeah. I do think he might need a mouthpiece for like the first little bit here. Not that I don't think he could cut a great promo or talk, but just the transition onto American television. Did you ever think you'd see Ospreay on TV regularly?
I honestly didn't, because he told the world that he never wanted to wrestle in America regularly. But I guess maybe he's doing the Okada deal where he gets to just live wherever he's from. I
think that's so too. I mean, he's probably gonna be with Pac is still chill in England.
I forget about Pac so many times.
I know. I think he's battling some injuries. I think that.
Okay. That's okay. That's hopefully he's all healed up soon. I miss him. What's up, Piper?
Yeah, but Ospreay on television, man, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like seeing my boy AJ Styles on TNA every week. It's gonna be cool to see him transition. I'm very happy for the guy.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's getting a good paycheck too. I'm sure he is. I mean, shoot, sounds like everybody's getting paid in AEW right now.
Definitely seems that way. So if you have a guy like Ospreay coming in hot like this, Okada potentially coming in, do you get a world title in one of them soon? Do you get like a championship one of them soon?
Give Ospreay the I want to say intercontinental, but what's it called? International?
International. I keep like having to correct myself with that one as well.
Yeah, give it to him. And I know you weren't a fan of the Orange Cassidy reign because it kind of goes against like his whole shtick, but I say just do that. Do another Orange Cassidy reign, have him defend it everywhere.
Yeah.
And just give him a shit ton of wins like Orange Cassidy did.
Yeah. Funny enough, Orange Cassidy was his first match at AEW technically at Forbidden Door last year or the year before that. Let me jump into some of these chats real quick. Noob & Co. It's I like it. It seems like we're going to get some villains outside of Dr. Eggman in the SCU that in this SCU that the game failed.
Sonic Cinematic Universe. Okay, I'm guessing that's what it is.
I'm over here tripping up on these. I got you. Thank you for that clarification. I got you, Mr. Noob & Co. Spy Piper, hey everyone, what's up? What are your thoughts on this week's episode of NWA Power? Max the Impaler. Oh, okay. I'm glad you brought this up because I did see this. Max the Impaler is now both the TV women's and men's TV championship. Let's see. That leaves everyone on social media upset. So they will be able to defend their belts depending on the opponent. Will be either the women's title or the men's title. I think it's the first time in history that those titles have ever been unified.
So the reason I'm going to ask you what faction, I was looking up what Noob & Co said there, and the first thing that for the roster page on Max the Impaler is the non-binary monster or non-binary nightmare. I don't like NWA, not because it's just, I've said before, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. But I think this is a good booking decision. I mean, I love intergender matches. Candice can fight Johnny and Kevin, and they're all good. So I think this works.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's really cool. It's going to bring – look, when you have a champion get crowned, you want to bring buzz to the company. You want to have someone who's capable. I've seen some Max the Impaler matches. I know they I forget if they team or they have a good story in the indies going with what's the girl's name? She's in WoW. Damn it, what's her name? I'm blanking her name, but she's like the wrecking machine type of. It'll come to me later. I hate that I'm blanking on it right now, but I've seen some of her matches with her, So I know that they can wrestle. So I think this is good for the company. The NWA to me is cold right now. So any type of buzz. Yeah. So her name is Wrecking Ball on WoW. I forget. Oh, Heidi Howitzer. That's her name in real life.
Right.
Yeah. So I've seen those matches.
And honestly, I mean, I joke about it because he's such a bad champion, but nobody's worse than Tyrus, right? Like, it's never gonna be that bad.
Yeah, it's never gonna be that bad. I mean, it's hard to really. I don't know what they were doing there, man. No wonder Nick Aldis left.
Yeah, yeah. So the people on social media remember it could be a lot worse.
What else we got going on here? Another Dynamite. The Young Bucks are coming out still wearing the bloody suits of Sting and Darby Allin from last week. These EVP gimmicks, the Young Bucks, I'll always say this: they're best when they're heels, they're bad guys. You know, they're smug. That's when they're at their best.
So are they doing like a short term heel run like for this story? Because I thought they were faces last time I was watching.
They were, but I think this is gonna stick because this looks like they're kind of having fun again. So I don't know how short term this will be. And I think it's good. I think they're better as heels.
I'm gonna have to ask Zach when he comes in because I like their heel work in the beginning when they turned heel, but after a while it kind of got too much for me.
Yeah.
But there were still moments I really liked. Like I love their Space Jam moments, and they can be fun heels, but sometimes they go too much for me.
Yeah, I can see that too for sure. And they're taking on Top Flight tonight. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Really appreciate you guys jumping in once again on this West Coast Wednesday with the Poppers. Run down the Dynamite card. Run down the Dynamite card, man. We have Dax Harwood taking on John Moxley. I think this is the first ever match. At least I've never seen it before. Definitely gonna be hard hitting. They have Garcia and Edge on the top here, but that happened early. I think that opened the show. That was a no DQ as Christian Cage came out and concertoed Edge. He got it off, so Edge is gonna be out for a minute.
Jinx. I mean, jeez. So I'm kind of glad to see that they're not done yet. I like Adam versus Christian, so I'm down for this.
Yeah, I'm glad that they let Edge step away from that feud for a little bit. You know, kind of do his own thing, really get integrated into the AEW system, and then they're coming back to it again. So I think that's really well done. It's giving Christian Cage a longer run. He's kind of earned it. He has some new merch out called "I'm Your Father," and I'm very curious to see how this sells.
I love that he's playing into it. I really do. He's such a. I think the coolest thing about Christian, you could look at his entire career. I don't think there are any bad points, especially not like from him.
Not at all, man. I mean, one of the biggest highlights he ever had. I mean, we all know he was the NWA World Champion in TNA. I mean, he was absolutely killing it. And I want to put this out there for a lot of people who are jumping on to wrestling for the first time, or who just kind of dismissed TNA back in the day,
or today, as you should.
People act like LA Knight. Oh, he's this and that. You guys he's not new.
Yeah,
you're just late to the party. LA Knight, Christian Cage, he's been doing this. You're just late to the party. So join.
Yeah, is that why you still call him LA Knight and not his
Lie Drake? Listen, can't forget that, man.
Terrible. He took I hated the name LA Knight. I really did. I was like, that makes no sense to me.
It makes literally no sense. It's like, is that a team name? Like, what are we doing?
Right. But he made it work. He absolutely did.
Yeah. I mean, what was his other one? The Max Dupree.
Max, yeah. Don't say it around him. He hates it.
Yeah, I would hate it too. Like, what are we doing here? What's the other thing we'll talk about? Oh, but in all seriousness, speaking of TNA this week, I will say I feel like the momentum might be dying down soon. It kind of hurts. I mean, Trinity's off now. She had her last match that was taped. And then they just fired Scott D'Amore because he wanted to have a little more budget. He wanted to get a better TV deal. It's like, oh no, you're trying to get, that's too positive. We don't want to do all that. He said, hey, I want more production. I want to get a better TV deal. You know, I want to really start building momentum. And he said, oh, pump your brakes, kid. So I don't know what this company is doing, like the people that own TNA right now, but they can't be real wrestling fans.
This sounds like TNA to me. I hear nothing different.
This sounds like I don't even know what. This sounds like what people thought Nick Khan was like.
Bring Hogan back.
Ugh.
They got room now. They literally got room. They just made space for him.
There's not enough room for that man's ego.
Did you hear about this was like maybe a week or two ago, but he was supposed to be on some card. I can't remember, but he didn't pass. He didn't pass the WWE physical.
Oh my god!
Whatever the last pay-per-view or PLE was, I can't remember. I think the Rumble.
I mean, it was the Rumble. I mean, he was doing a lot of stuff for Rumble, actually, like introducing some of the stuff. So I can see that.
Yeah, but he was supposed to actually be out there, and which I'm glad he couldn't make it.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Oh man.
Question for you, for Mr. All Power: do you still like Tony every week?
She's absolutely killing it, man. I don't really know where else we go after this, but I will say this, Mr. All Power. I do believe Toni Storm will retain at Revolution because Britt Baker will return and she will cost her best friend Deonna Purrazzo the title. I think that's the story you can tell and have Deonna and Britt have a story without the title. Really get Deonna into another feud, right? Not be next to the championship. Let her get into AEW fully, and then Tony right after this, man. I mean, look at this. Who's supposed to be returning early 2024? That's right. You guessed it. JB Hader will take the belt off of Toni Storm at Double or Nothing. I'm calling it here. Bookmark these things. Toni Storm will lose to Jamie Hader at Double or Nothing this year.
Okay, y'all heard that. Make sure when Double or Nothing comes, you let Knock know if he's right or wrong.
Yes, sir. Oh man. But yeah, if you guys are checking it out, man, your Rampager Zach will be joining us soon. Speaking of Revolution, I was telling about Eric this earlier. Well, we talked about Will Ospreay and Takeshi having their match, but also the AEW CMML partnership is off to a hot start. So there's a few things to unpack here. First of all, do you remember Stephanie Becker? I don't know if that's say her name properly. We seen her at Long Beach last year in a tournament for the NWB Strong Women's Championship.
Oh yeah, she was great.
She killed it with her match against Mercedes. So it's good to see her right here. So this is going to be a big pay-per-view for CMLL coming up soon. Arena Mexico main event with Moxley, the BCC, Wheeler Yuta, who I feel like has been disappeared, against Mystico, Volador, Panther, and Guerrero. That's going to be a great match, man. That's going to be good for them. And I think TK is really taking this partnership a little more seriously. He took the AAA one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good for that. I'm happy that he's still working on making connections with companies. Yeah. One thing I'm scared of. So TNA and what's it called? New Japan. I feel like Tony Khan is poaching talent from everybody that he works with. And he's taking like top tier talent.
I don't blame him. I never thought Okada was leaving New Japan, let alone to go to AEW. This man slid in, talked his business, showed him the money, and the Rainmakers coming to America. I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him, but I wouldn't want to work with this dude anymore. If I knew he was taking LeBron from my team, and I'm like, yo, you stay away from me.
TK was definitely the dude back in the day, he tried to trade you some cards back in the day. He's cards, Pokemon cards. And it's a bad deal, man. But he just wants to collect them all. I know TK's game, but I'm not mad at him, though. I'm not mad at him. This dude has put together, I think, the greatest roster in wrestling history.
I mean, but you know what happens to that kid, though? Eventually, you stop training with him. Eventually, you stay away.
That's true. That's true, man.
Also, last week, remember I said the original Sin Cara was on this card. That's
I did see him. You're right. Yeah, I did see that.
I forgot his name. Was that? But I mean, I guess he's not botching anymore. I guess he's
not. I mean, it looks like he's in solid shape. So we'll see how this match goes. Yeah, Phantom X. I'm glad you put it out. I was waiting for you to see this, Eric, on the bottom low. Do you see who Will Nightingale's partner is going to be?
Oh, I've been seeing. I mean, I follow her on Instagram, and she does updates and all that. So I don't know. I root for her to come back. I don't want her to turn into Austin Aries, even though he also came back. I want her to be successful. She's got to get her shit together.
Yeah. It's crazy because we watched her in women wrestling. I think one of our first shows going there. She had a match with what we later realized was Thunder Rosa. Yeah. It was a great match, It's crazy how far she's fallen. But yeah, we'll see. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I hopefully this works out, and maybe TK will take a chance on her.
Yeah, I had no idea she wrestled in CMLL. Actually, did not know
Hmm.
that.
I think that's the only place I knew she wrestled because I mean no one else would take her.
Yeah, but it's crazy seeing the landscape of wrestling change. Like with AEW coming in, and I feel like New Japan, they're in a very very weird spot, man. I don't know who the next person up is going to be.
Even like to join the company or
Like not just just to lead the company. There's always been like your ace. You always had Tanahashi there, Okada. You always
oh
had someone like you knew who was going to main event Wrestle Kingdom. Like
right.
next year's Wrestle Kingdom, I have no idea who will main event that.
That's a good point. Whatever happened to Shingo Takagi? Is he still
He's
around?
still there, but he's not really in the main event scene. That's been kind of like the discourse a bit over the last year. Him not really getting his big shot.
It seemed. I mean, I know Evil and Sonata have been getting some shine, but I never. I don't watch regularly, so I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Maybe they're better than the few times I watch.
I don't know about Evil. I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna go out my way to watch an Evil match. But Sonata, I've been watching him for like the last 10 years. What I'll say it again when he was in TNA. Even before that, now he's in being in New Japan. He's a very like old school type of wrestler now. The way his style has changed so much. If you would have seen him back in TNA and had seen him during his IWGP World Championship run, it looks like two different, completely different guys, man. He's wearing like the light blue the light blue tights. He has the light hair. Now he's a jet black hair. It's so different his look. But I like him as a wrestler.
Okay. Well, let us know in the chat who you think is the next big New Japan star.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, man. So definitely let us know what you guys think. Waiting for the main man to jump in here, but we got some wrestling and some more things to talk about. I guess I'll jump into this right now, Eric, because I don't know what to think. We briefly talked about this during the little preambles, I guess, of the show before we went live. Um, I'm torn here. PlayStation 5 has reached an install base of 54.8 million systems sold. On paper, it looks like they're killing it. They recently said that this is not exactly where I mean, they're leading everyone there. Better than Xbox right now in sales, better than Nintendo. But they said they didn't meet where they wanted to be for sales, and now they're thinking about shortening the life cycle of this PS5. And with that news, they also want to say we're not getting a major release until next year.
Well, you know
So
what, man?
You got it.
We might not be getting a major release until next year, but the ladies are about to have a major release in about 2 seconds because we've got the hot rod himself with the hottest rod of all, the man who taught every lady in the house that jumping on is a lot easier than jumping off. The man with guns for days. He makes the gun club jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Zay.
With an intro like that, Eric, I didn't have anything for it. That was a crazy intro. That was wild. You're gonna get us banned from YouTube, but I appreciate it.
Already lost that money.
Man, what's up, Zach, man?
So is my PlayStation 5 obsolete already?
Listen, I don't know what's going on here, man. We're not getting a major release till next year. They're thinking about shortening the life cycle, and they're not happy with the 54 million that they sold. I think that where are the games at? So I was asking Eric, what's the state of gaming right now? Because this is insane what's going on.
It's so weird because I missed the PlayStation 4. I had the 3 all the way through until the 5 came out. And I feel like I'm just playing PlayStation 4 games for like the past 3 years.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, they have to remember they kind of got screwed with this generation because of the pandemic and fucking scalpers.
And I get that, but it's been like 4 years now, man. We gotta figure it out here.
Yeah.
I just don't get with like the cycle of like game development, like what's going on there. Naughty Dog's betrayed me. They're making more remakes and TV shows and games. I don't know, man. I can't find a multiplayer game. I don't know about you, Eric.
I've been
traditional
playing some
games,
old games. Yeah, it's been hard.
Eric's been playing Fap World or whatever the hell you're playing. Whatever.
Got my pals with me.
That's yeah, but that's it too. Like, there's no real multiplayer games. I am playing old PlayStation games. I love the system; it's great. It's just, I feel like this is the last system they're really going to care about making games for. And I think you talked about it a week or two ago, Knock, about how PlayStation and other systems like Microsoft, they're not really going to care that much about it, and it's just they're just going to have stuff online, and the systems they don't really care about.
Yeah, and I swear to God, if PS6 comes out and games are like fucking $80, I'm done. I'm just I'm fucking pirating. I'll be blatant about it.
But then you got people that these people that love these games that be these all these Twitter and Facebook discords talk about if you can't do it, then you don't play the system. Gaming's expensive. It's fine. $70, $80. I'll pay $100. Someone said when Rockstar said I'll pay $100 for the new GTA, and I'm like, why would you tell them that? Because they actually might do that.
And then they'll still fucking pay like $100 for the little in-game currency.
Yeah.
Oh man, but let us know what you guys think about gaming going on. I mean, there's still a lot of great games coming out, but it's a very weird time right now for gaming.
Yeah.
Zach,
every now and then. Sorry, go on. You got it. Every now and then I'll go on the PlayStation Plus and I'll look at the whole list of games and like, yep, none of these interest me. Why am I paying for this? Yeah.
Oh man, right now the Young Bucks are bullying Tony Schiavone. But Zach, what me and Eric just briefly talked about before you jumped in here was the partnership with AEW and CMLL, as it looks like it's a little more positive here. You see who Will Nightingale's teaming with?
Huh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be in Arena, Mexico, a CMLL promotion, cross promotion from AEW. I'll admit though, the partnership has been great so far.
Hey, Willow, look behind you. Willow.
Yeah, I was about to make a joke about next CML we'll see John Morrison team with Austin Aries, but I actually forgot about that their finish the last time they had.
Yeah, the dude showed his biggest world championship moment on the biggest stage. Oh man, that was insane.
It's a fine partnership. It gets it out there. Just I don't know. They talk about the Forbidden Door. Why isn't CML in the last Forbidden Door? There's no Forbidden Door. There's always been open. You can always do this.
Yeah.
Also,
when you want to use someone's wrestlers, then it becomes, look at this partnership that we're able to do. It's because you want to use the wrestlers at the time, which is fine.
Right. So I mean, I wonder if something happened with them in AAA because CMLL and AAA hate each other. So there's no way that they.
They're done with AAA. I mean, Zach's notorious for just making fun of that partnership, and it just was AAA has gone downhill. I'll just say that.
Yeah. I only watched AAA Mania for the botches, not even like the wrestling botches, for the production botches.
Yeah, and it sucks. Yeah. There's still some talent there. I mean, Vikingo's still killing it there, but actually, then again, he's still working with AEW too. I don't know. I don't know what TK's doing, man. This man is out here, like Eric was saying, he's poaching everyone's talent.
He's yelling at I forgot what the promotion is. That guy who was poaching talent for WWE.
Oh, it's the guy in Stardom, Roshi Ogawa.
Yeah,
that was something, man.
Oh man, Zach, there was a question in the chat I wanted to save just for you.
For me?
Did you guys see Jade Cargill in the Super Bowl commercial?
I did, with Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. They could have used pretty much anyone. They could have used a non-wrestler, but they paid money for Jade Cargill. Whether they wanted Jade Cargill or WWE gave them Jade Cargill, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I mean, she got great form on her frog splash.
Yeah, it was good. Is that gonna be a new move for her?
I think she does it rarely. She did it in AEW a few times, but rarely.
Yeah, pretty rare.
Okay.
And then of course the Revolution, we're getting Ospreay versus Takeshita. Still both part of the Don Callis family. Just gonna be, I guess, a Don Callis family match or whatever. Don't really get it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Just announced Ospreay versus Takeshita. Don Callis came on and pretty much said like, No one wants to challenge my guys, so we're gonna have a match between ourselves. I
You
don't
just
care
had
about
a
the.
feud with whatever.
I don't care about the story. I
Whatever.
just know this match is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Fast and Furious, man. I don't care about the story. Just show me the pyro.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the synopsis of Fast and Furious for you.
Yes, sir. This was New Japan New Beginnings last week. Major show. It was a dog pound match between United Empire and Bullet Club War Dogs. Good match. It was Ospreay's send off, man. His last match in New Japan got real emotional, real bloodied up. Definitely check it out if you guys haven't already. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens to United Empire without Ospreay. I know Jeff Cobb is still there. I wonder how much longer he will be there, or if he'll step up as a leader now. But great pay per view. Because not only did we have Ospreay in his last match, we had Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. Part 2 in a instant classic, man. This was ultimate technical wrestling. Definitely go out of your way to see this match as well. This has to be a 5-star match. Definitely, I think, the current match of the year so far.
Oh shit! Okay.
I love that we're saying like go watch this match and we put the results in the picture.
Hey man, you can still watch the match. Maybe that's from last. Maybe it's some Wrestle Dream. I don't know.
You know what? Good point. Yeah. I'll everyone out there drink the Kool-Aid. Believe it. It's Wrestle Dream.
But that's cool. If it's that good of a match, it doesn't even matter who won. So it's kind of like, again, there's no storyline anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, yeah, we don't watch it for the result. That's such a technical start to finish match.
Right.
Yeah, but either way, it's looking like it'll lead to another part 3 match, and this will be a best 2 out of 3 falls.
And if you didn't know the first result, now you do.
Oh man. This guys are trying to kill me over here, man. I'm trying to hold it down. You guys are trying to kill me. On to the next one. Okada. Do you guys know who Okada's last match is going to be against?
Ever?
Yates?
In New Japan. So he's leaving New Japan. It's going to be like I think it's a 6-man tag. He's teaming with Tanahashi and someone else. On the other side, it's someone I never would have guessed would be involved in Okada's last match in New Japan.
Tessa Blanchard.
Close. Matt Riddle.
Riddle? Really?
Okay.
Riddle and the Rainmaker.
Interesting. Why do they like doing tag matches for retirement and last matches?
I don't know, man.
Like I get it for like an older wrestler,
I don't know.
It's weird. Okay,
Maybe just push more people on the card and gets more exposure out there.
I get, yeah. But good for Riddle. He's on the up and up. He's a champion in a promotion I don't remember what it's called, World Fighting or something. And now he's going to be in Okada's last New Japan match, so he's on the up and up.
Yeah, I mean he can go in the ring. His only issues with the stuff outside the ring.
Yeah. But he's turning into like a regular Ric Flair RVD on social media. He is. I don't think they're going to be calling him back.
Yeah.
Mr. All Power, I'll never forget the discounts, buddy. I count on the discounts.
And then Zach, have you seen this, man? AEW Fight Forever actually caught my attention. I might go back and play this. They have a new Swerve Strickland in the game and a new map on the beach.
Speaking of discounts, yeah, this game, I saw the updates on this, and I think the funniest thing I saw about this was the picture you have in the top right. It said there's so few people in the crowd, it looks like a regular AEW show.
Yeah, that's what Eric said.
Oh.
The hate is real,
yeah.
man.
There's some other stills of it. It's like extreme barbed wire matches going on, and it's just like blood everywhere, which is fine. But I mean, like, there's still a ton of glitches. People are posting pictures of them fighting like 10 feet above the ring, them going off the turnbuckle, and then like being out in the ocean for some reason. So there's still all these glitches in this game. Like, this is cool. The updates are fine, but your game's still whack. So, okay.
Hey, man, I'll be here for part 2. I'll
be honest. They should have. I wish they and 2K would switch models because 2K has an actually good game, well, a functioning game that if they want to keep updating, that's cool. But they should not have let this like be their one and continuous game. This They should have made another one, a better one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame it took this long to come out too, man, because this was, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll play it vicariously through you, but I'm not giving them a cent.
I already paid, man. I gotta try something to get the money's worth.
Oh man.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I'm trying to get some video on it. I've been trying to get video on this game for so long. Bought it, played it once, put it down, never touched it again.
Damn, it's still like way too expensive on online to buy. I'm not paying $30 for it.
Yeah, let's do another price cut. But the Super Bowl. Did you guys see the Bikini Bottom Super Bowl?
This was genius. This was so good. I kept this on way longer than I wanted to. This was so fun. So they had Patrick and SpongeBob, and then like I think one, maybe two guys doing commentary who were like NFL people. So they were kind of the straight guy for some of the time, but then they didn't. And they kind of like got wacky and it was fun. But like Patrick kind of played an idiot. And like the guy would explain, all right, well, it's 3rd and 1, so they're going to try to go for an extra yard to get the first down, or they're going to kick a field goal and get some points, or they could go for the first down and not get it, and then it'd be 4th down. And Patrick's just like an idiot the whole time with, oh, so they could do good or bad. And it's just very fun because they explain things to kids or people who don't really watch football. They did stuff like this that was fun that you see on the screen here. And this was all like improv live with the SpongeBob voice actors. So I got to give them credit. They did such a good job doing this for like 4 hours plus and being funny. I caught the very end of the last quarter. I caught like the last half an hour, 45 minutes of the game, and they were still on. This was so good. I got to give them big credit for this. And I'm tuning into Nickelodeon next year.
I can't believe you just said that. Nickelodeon giving the best broadcast of the Super Bowl.
I'm still seeing clips from it. It seems like it was very fun, but there's one thing that I can't look past. One atrocity. Why is Sandy Cheeks a squirrel wearing her underwater suit when the Super Bowl is on land?
Oh,
yeah, that's a great point, man. Talk about continuity.
Oh, no, my friend. You see, I can see over there, like I see it. Let me just tell you, they had this. You can't see it here, but they had it like in water, like it was in Bikini Bottom. So they had like fake water and fake like sun coming in through the top of the screen.
Really? That's actually really cool.
So well done, and it kind of moved the whole time too. And Oliver Vergara, you enjoyed the Nick version too. I love it. It was great. They covered everything. This was so well done. I give this an A+.
Okay, props to them. And I hear they slimed the crowd at one point or something.
Yeah, I did see that.
They didn't tell them. There's one girl. There's one girl who's pissed because she wore her outfit and got slime all over it. So
that's fucking hilarious. I actually might go back and watch some highlights of this. This sounds fun.
That's good.
I mean, props to Tom Kenny. When we do our voice acting list, he's definitely on there. He's a fucking amazing voice actor.
I got to see what else he's done and what schools he went to, because just the sharpness and the wit all the way through. You got to be tired. We hear people who went on and did Monday Night Raw guest commentary, and it was exhausting for 3 hours. And basically, all you had to do was yell what was barked in your ear. This everything was it was just very like incredible. They pulled this off.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And I know, I wish I can remember what Patrick's voice actor his name is, but he does also some like dramatic roles. So, like he has some range. He has some very good range.
I knew the SpongeBob guy. He was in what was that shit?
Everything.
He's in Transformers. He's one of the Transformers.
Huh.
He was actually pretty funny in that too. I'll admit that.
He was even earlier. He was the Mr. Jellybean in season 1 of Rick and Morty.
Wow.
But he's in pretty much everything. Actually, he's done so many things for Rick and Morty. Like his name is just constantly in the credits. He does a bunch of voices.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, but he's done a shit ton. I'm underselling his resume.
But yeah, if you can watch some highlights, they kept this very professional, so this was legit, and they kept excitement for it, and they didn't like piss on this at all. but yet they made it hilarious and very kind of educational to watch for kids and people who weren't into football. And they were also very shady to people that they showed on screen. So it was,
They were.
I enjoyed it.
Oh man. Got a question for you guys. Any of you Swifties?
By default, I guess, by association. You know, I've never typed in to search to listen to a Taylor Swift song, but I've know them all. You know, if that tells you anything.
To tell you how much I'm not a Swiftie, Sam, I would purposely annoy my ex by saying, "Oh, Taylor, you mean the one who sings that fireworks song?" And the whole gag was I would just name off the wrong songs. Eventually, I accidentally started naming the right ones. I was like, "Oh, that's actually one."
Oh man, Taylor. How about you, Zach?
I was too busy paying attention to this on screen right here. Like, oh
man.
Triple X gonna get to you.
The memes about that was hilarious, man.
Yeah, that was hot.
Hey, Mr. All Power, and I know that when you got the shot, you take it. Sam, my hate is real. All right, I'm a proud hater. All right, I hate TNA. I hate the Chiefs. I hate everyone who's got better stuff than me. Why they got better cars than me, better houses? Hate.
We gotta do a player haters ball or something sometime.
We have to. We have a lot of hate going around here.
That's right, Mr. All Power. I love John Cena. That's the only thing that can pierce my icy heart.
I spent almost 2 hours making a picture for this fucking episode, and it wouldn't process, and it was like all done, and it was like, we'll get to it when we talk about that.
You know why, Zach? Because you can't hate the leader of the C Nation, the funniest man in WWE history. He was raised on the greatness of John Cena, and you want to hate that?
He's a liar. He's such a liar. Also, Eric, how's your heart doing? Is it okay? Is it feeling full of love, full of Taylor Swift, fun love songs? Let me break some news to you, Junior.
Oh, God.
You brought it out last week. The opening to Peacemaker is no more.
What?
The axe. New song, new intro. None of the people are coming back from the beginning of the episode. It might just be a still show Peacemaker. That might be it. I don't know. That fucking song is done.
Okay. I fully expected a different song, but you broke my heart when you said it's just going to be I was looking for a new choreography.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know. It might be another stupid ass dance number that only idiots like.
Oh, you have to love it. Yeah. Zach, one day we're all going to get together. We're going to go out for a nice dinner, nice Italian dinner like Mama used to make. And then we're going to have a fucking flash mob pop up, and it's going to just be the pizza dance.
For those of you who want to be privy of what that's going to look like, Google the Rockstar game State of Emergency. That's what that flash mob scene is going to look like.
Oh, God. And I'm the hater, Sam. I'm the hater.
Oh man, go off on him because he hates TNA wrestling and it's absurd. That's what.
That's right. Hate.
The leader of the Justice League. Shout out to those Chiefs getting the win. Yeah, it's a great game, man. I know it's a great game though.
Oh, but also we're talking about 49ers didn't know the rules of the game.
Hey, listen, man. You show up to win. You got to show up prepared. All right, that's not the Chiefs' fault.
If somebody, so the referees can be like, "Hey guys, before we start this overtime, does everybody know what we're doing here?" Referees couldn't give them a little heads up.
They did when they flipped the coin, right? And the 49ers got the coin toss. He said it's you can pick. He said, "Let's get the ball." The ref said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, we're gonna get the ball." And there's a close-up camera. Someone just put this out today of Patrick Mahomes. He was looking down. He looks up. And he starts seeing a grin come on his face. It's hilarious. I gotta find the video, man.
So in that case, if the rules are so blatantly against getting the why offer it?
Blatantly against.
Because so wasn't the deal like even if they score, they still have to give the ball back?
So all right, so like it's if you kick a field goal or touchdown, the opponent gets a chance to get the ball. But if you
Yeah.
stop them, the game is over. But they couldn't stop them. They scored. They got a field goal. Kansas City got a touchdown. Game over.
This was a lot more digestible when I was watching this in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. I need Patrick to explain these rules to me.
You got to get Dora the Explorer. I think she was on that explain the rules.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Get some fucking Blues Clues up in this.
Jeez.
I think Paramount owns them.
Also, I can't remember if we talked about this or what, but God, I love those Paramount cross-brand commercials. Picard, Tua, Arnold, and they've been doing them for a while, and I love them.
They're good.
Yeah, just need to get that app a little better, man. Get something on that app. I know Halo just dropped, but I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you guys been watching Halo.
I saw someone comment about how that show was like they raved about it being amazing, like so much confidence. I was like, maybe I watched it wrong. Maybe I have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So I'll try, but I don't know.
Speaking of television, Zach, what do we got coming up in the movies?
Oh, did you see the trailers? I watched them days before the Super Bowl because everything's released beforehand now.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
No, I don't like that they released the trailers beforehand. I don't like that.
No, and then for the A Quiet Place day one over here, they give you a taste of it and say, watch the rest of it online. We don't want to pay an extra $1 million for 30 seconds.
Yep.
Like, okay, you
hilarious.
lazy. Okay, whatever. Makes sense. But Planet of the Apes, the fourth one in this installment, I really like this series, but this one just basically makes me think of because now the apes are basically becoming humans after they got rid of the humans. Eric, you're a South Park guy. Remember that Walmart episode where everyone hates Walmart, and then the small shop owners finally become Walmart once Walmart's gone?
Yeah.
That's what this series is now. So
Okay.
all good stuff. It's just what it is.
Right.
Twisters. This so far has no relation to Twister with Helen Hunt. I don't think she's coming back for it, but it looked okay. Glenn Powell looked really good in it. The CGI didn't look too good by my eyes, but let me know what you thought of Twisters and what you thought of Wicked. Did you guys see Wicked at all in on stage?
No, but that's like the most like hyped up Broadway show I've ever heard of. Like everyone says you gotta see Wicked, and I didn't get a chance to.
Eric, you?
I don't think I did. I know I've watched and listened to the soundtrack a few times.
Okay.
Like online.
I liked it. I've seen it twice. I think it's very good. This looks really bad. This reminds me of that Oz movie that James Franco was in. It's so CGI heavy. I'm not a big fan of it. I feel like there's something off from the play. Again, I haven't seen the play in like years, but I mean, something is different in this that doesn't seem right storyline wise. But I don't know what they're going to do. This is 2 parts for this new Wicked movie. If you're down with Wicked, let me know what you thought of it. Again, the stage performance was really good. This kind of reminds me of the new Mean Girls. I really like Mean Girls on stage, the musical, but this new one doesn't hit as a movie. So we'll see what they do with this. I don't know. Looks C+ at best.
Yeah,
Go ahead, you got it. That's all you.
I seen the trailer too, and like when I first heard about this, I was very excited because I heard so much good things about Wicked on Broadway. And you got Ariana Grande in there. I just know she's a great singer. I know she's doing some other stuff outside of acting, but so I was kind of interested in it. I thought it was cool, but yeah, that CGI looks Madam Web-esque, if you will.
Never good. Honestly, I was kind of hoping when I first heard about this that Disney started the trend where like they would do Hamilton, like they would actually do like its own production. They would show on Disney Plus. It's like streaming apps can start doing that. That's really cool. Like you can watch like fucking Newsies on Disney Plus. I'd rather just see the play on the streaming service.
I think it would have been better if you were just giving them, hey, here's a shit ton of money. Here's a bunch of stage production stuff for you guys to even amp up what you have already and give them like a bigger, like wider stage to do that on. I 100% agree that'd been the way to go for this.
Yeah. And also, just what I had to put out there, I was disappointed that Twisters is not about the game Twister.
Oh my god, who they would have done with that? That's like the battleship.
That's exactly. I want a whole fucking board game cinematic universe. I want Hungry Hippo. All type of shit.
They were working. There was a Hungry Hungry Hippo script out there at one point.
Really? See,
Yeah, it was around the time of Battleship.
And I wanted to be as ripped off of TMNT as possible, just like fucking Hippo called Ralphio and just fucking make it happen.
That's the trailers.
Also, I think A Quiet Place. I'm very excited for that. Actually, that's gonna be really good. I think. Did you guys see that? The Karate Kid. We're getting another one. So they're like combining the universes. I think it's cool. Jackie Chan from like the remake Karate Kid, and then Ralph is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
They found their new guy. I forget what he was on, but they found their new like kid to train.
I saw a picture of him. He has like he actually like trained, so he's gonna be like legit in this. So I'm pretty excited.
Okay. Good, because like what they did with Jaden Smith and all that, like the wires and stuff, I wasn't feeling it, man. I needed something a little better than that.
Also, in this universe, in this world of Karate Kid, these adults know they can fight each other, right? They don't have to do this Pokemon style. They don't have to like keep fighting kids. Like, I have a problem with you. I'm gonna find that fucking kid. Get the shit out of your kid. Mr. All Power, I love Cobra Kai. I'm waiting for next season to hurry up and drop. It's so good.
I gotta get into that.
It's the final season, right? The next one?
I think so. It better be. I think they're getting dangerously close to wearing out their welcome, but I think so. They've gone through all the villains.
Started on YouTube. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
So what? From YouTube to Netflix, it's on?
Mm-hmm. On YouTube Red, back when YouTube used to have their own premium thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of movie trailers, we got another one. Woo! Did you see the come together moment? Deadpool. I mean, you may not have seen the trailer, but you might have seen Blake Lively rocking the chain in her Taylor Swift booth.
That's cool. That's nice of her.
I mean, that's what you got to do, I guess. You know, to get promotion, you just go in a Taylor Swift booth. You know, everything. Your number's gonna go up. You know, all this type of stuff. Good thing Travis Kelce put her on the map. I might get sniped in a second, guys. You might have the last you see him.
The most watched trailer ever.
Yes.
Really? That's pretty cool.
And climbing.
Jeez. Props to Ryan Reynolds, man. He took Deadpool and really like fucking made him huge.
Yep.
He did, man. And to think, like, who was it? Was Fox that didn't want to make this movie, and then the trailer leaked, and then all of a sudden, like, it got all that hype. Like, it's insane to see where it came from, man.
It was a sizzle reel that was like really cool. And if you ever have a project, look up how to make a sizzle reel and try to go for it, because they work, they sell, especially with Deadpool. It worked 100%. And he's gonna be the Jesus of the MCU. Like, he is literally gonna be that. I don't know if they just added that joke in the last couple of months or what, but damn, it's true.
Yeah. I'm excited to see anything he's in now. If going forward, he could actually do some real good shit. He could be with She-Hulk. I think what they were hoping for.
I don't know what they were hoping for.
I don't know if they did entirely.
Nope.
I have the thing with the MCU stuff with the Disney Plus shows. I'm almost positive their end plan for whatever multiverse saga was Secret Wars. So their whole thing was twofold with these series on Disney Plus. One, content, and MCU's huge, more subscribers. And the other thing is now here's a whole ton of comic book heroes we can throw in Secret Wars and try to make 100 different end game moments happen.
Yeah. Just
bad strategy. Clearly didn't work, but I think that's the thing.
No, yeah.
It is, man. And that's what I'm a little worried about. They're trying to recreate what they did with Spider-Man. You put the moment out there, you build towards it. It was great. Don't try to milk it now. Like, get to something else.
Yeah. Great moment that will live on. And I still to this day, every month will like look up scenes from that movie, but we don't need to do it again.
No. All right. Eric, I know you try to avoid trailers. Did you see this one?
Oh, Deadpool one? I did not.
Okay. Are you okay with a couple
of
sure.
trailers in here? Go ahead. You can
if you want to go to the next slide here. There's some Easter eggs to two of them. I want to give a shout out to New Rockstars for putting this picture out on the right. I'm going to talk about this one first. I saw this and it's driving someone mad, rewinding and pausing constantly. So trying to get a picture with my phone. So thank you, New Rockstars, for putting this out. Deadpool laying on the ground. Next to him is a comic book from Secret Wars. So it's implementing that Secret Wars is about to get into progress here with Deadpool and Wolverine. And on top of that is a bottle. It is the same bottle that Edward Norton Hulk had the blood going to that killed Stan Lee in the beginning of Incredible Hulk. So I think this is the place in the TVA just kind of shoots stuff when they get pruned. So I think this is a whole bunch of like universe stuff and like meta shit that's gonna be in here with the Fox people and everything else with the big Fox logo that's in pieces. But there is a good hint there for Secret Wars and Deadpool coming into it.
So I didn't see the trailer, but I just realized I think I blocked it out because I didn't want to watch it. I watched somebody analyze the trailer. So yeah, he did point out the comic in the bottle. And the TVA connection that there's going to be someone who's going to be like the Owen Wilson to Deadpool Loki.
Yeah.
So it's like they got a whole lot going on.
Yeah, other characters that appear are going to be was it Cassandra Nova, who is Charles Xavier's sister, who has basically the same powers. That's whose bald head was shown in there. And Pyro is back. That's the one giveaway that they felt that they could just throw on here and not give stuff away for a pop. And the other thing is, if you notice, I could be wrong on this, just from what I've read, Lady Deadpool, I think, was in the trailer, at least shooting those Uzis. So we're going to get that. We know Dogpool's in there. So we're going to get a whole bunch of variants of Deadpool as well.
I truly believe Lady Deadpool's in this movie. Do you know who is rumored to play her?
No.
They're saying it might be Blake Lively. That's why she's out here doing this promotion.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be great.
How much would have bet they make a reference to their Green Lantern days? That'd be so hilarious.
If they do, they got one. They've done so many Green Lantern references in the first two movies, so they get one.
That's true.
But it'll be with her because she was in the movie too. I don't know. I like them.
She was.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's why it'd be hilarious because she was the love interest in the movie.
Oh my
God! I think that's how they met and got married.
She can make the one reference. If Ryan makes it, then I'm walking out.
The other thing you can see on the left here, it shows Earth 943. Jocasta is Ultron's bride. That seems to be something that could be in here because they're thinking he is in the beginning of Age of Ultron in the snow and the woods scene, but killing all those TVA members. But to me, I thought it was where he gets pruned, and it would be just kind of like that in whatever region. But who knows? I don't know. It's a trailer. I don't know much about it. So, and then Phantom X says that there was an Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon in the bottom left.
Yeah, the one next to the comic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you ever saw that series,
Gotcha.
but God, they cover the stories right. That's such a great cartoon.
Yes,
that was a really good show.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, this is so exciting, man. I don't want to see any more leaks. I hope they can tighten that up. I just want to just go into it and just be excited.
You know, I don't mean, I'm not like dissing this trailer at all. I found this trailer very boring just because of how much we know that could be in here.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy it was boring to me because I don't want to know anymore. I'm good. This is all you need. And if it's getting this hype, being the most watched trailer of all time, don't do shit else. You're good.
Yeah. Just take it easy.
Yeah, you did what you needed to do. I'm chilling off any other trailers.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna rewatch this one. I miss getting excited for superhero movies or like the shows. So I really hope this like changes that.
Yeah.
I was gonna change it, Mac. Is it the next slide?
I'm getting there, man.
All right. We're not getting to the bad yet. Okay.
All right, we're not to the bad yet. Oh, okay. I'm on the same page here. Fantastic Four. We just got the official casting. My boy Pedro Pascal is all over the place. He's killing it, man. He has the Mandalorian movie coming out, the Mandalorian show, The Last of Us, doing some other movies. Now he's Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards. I like Sue Storm. I've seen her in what was the Mission Impossible movies. You know she was in Fast and Furious, so you know she could take on this role. I'm very
of course.
Eric, what do you think, man?
Good. Okay. So who's Johnny Storm? Because he looks too nerdy for my Johnny.
Johnny Storm is Joseph Quinn. He is from Stranger Things. He's Eddie the Metal Guy who the Master of Puppets solo.
I still have not seen that season, but I mean, the internet has given me all I need to know about him. Apparently, he was well beloved.
Yes.
Okay, then props. I'll give him some points. Then he still looks nerdy, but we'll see what they do.
Yeah, Zach, what do you think, man?
All right, I just got to give a shout out to the InSchneider, Jeff Schneider. You need to subscribe to his newsletter, theinschneider.com, or watch him on the Outlaw Nation on John Roca's show, The Hot Mic. He had this cast set for months. Today's announcement by Marvel was like Marvel telling me the end to The Sixth Sense. Like, I know, just tell me Kang's not a part of this and I'm good. Subscribe to his newsletter. He is a Hollywood guy here in Hollywood. He knows what he's talking about. He had this all lined up for a while. The only thing that he didn't know for sure was Evan Moss Backrack might be Silver Surfer or Ben Grimm. So either way, man, I'm happy. I like this cast, and I like this photo because it hints that it could be set in like the late 50s, early 60s rather than our time. And we got another slide coming up next, so we'll talk about that in a second here. That might be a very good thing for two of the hottest superhero movies that are in production right now.
Okay. I really hope this one's good. I enjoyed the original ones back in the day. Silver Surfer was okay. I didn't see the Fox remake with Michael B. Jordan. But I really hope they get this one right, man. Fantastic Four.
You don't need to.
So bad. Yeah. Speaking of bad, you know what I did this weekend?
What did you do?
Watch TV.
No. Don't tell me you got caught in the web.
No, not the web. I did the worst
double
double feature I probably could have done.
Worse than
the Marvels and the Eternals.
Why? Why would you torture yourself with that?
Here's the thing: we watched the Marvels because it was nice and short, and our time alone is very limited. So we just we did it. We thought it'd be a fun thing. Yeah, was what it was. So then I had some time to myself, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna pour me a nice glass of $5 wine. I'm gonna lay down here on the couch and watch me a movie. What's playing? It was the Eternals. I said, why not? It's about 45 minutes into the movie, and I finished it. What a waste. No character is a character. There is no characters in this movie. There are none. No characters. There's no one to care about, no one to root for. It was so dry and boring. What a waste of a movie. It was so beautiful. Chloe Zhao is such a great director, but there's nothing there. It was the biggest bunch of beautiful nothing I've ever watched.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the movie. I definitely wouldn't watch it again. I don't really love the ending either. There's not really much positive. I'm trying to find a positive thing to say about it. Oh, they had better freaking running than the Flash. I'll say that.
Oh, that's true. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but you don't need to see the movie.
No, you don't.
Yeah. That's a. I don't think it's terrible. That movie is. It's a rough double feature.
Well,
let me take the whole MCU.
I don't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we did miss out on a question that did go back on the Deadpool trailer. What did you think about the character in the trailer that looks like it could be Dr. Doom?
I'm pretty sure it's not. Knock, you check him out?
No, and I don't think that would be right. Not in Deadpool.
I think they purposely put the comic in there. That's your Dr. Doom Easter egg. The other person, I think it could even be Pyro with a gas mask on. But again, New Rockstars did a great job of blowing up these photos. And it was someone with like a gas mask. It was just a green hood. I think done on purpose, but it could be Pyro or anyone else. But it's not Dr. Doom. Good catch, though, Spy.
Yeah. Let's see. As we go to the next one. Okay, so I found this interesting as Zach put up the Fantastic Four. So they're coming out the same month. Fantastic Four, Superman Legacy. Who you guys got in this box office showdown next year?
I mean, I'm never gonna bet on DCU, so it's Marvel.
This is the first, I guess, actual Superman movie since Man of Steel, which is insane to me. And I don't count Batman vs Superman because that shouldn't count. They never followed up with an actual Superman. Like I don't think we really got like, not the original with Matt Reeves. I'm not counting that, but like, it's always been kind of one-offs with these Supermans the last 20 years. So hopefully this one sticks.
So this is the interesting thing. These are the two family-friendly superhero movies that you could recharge both of these universes with. You need these both to be big home runs. I don't think they're coming out on the same month. I don't know if Superman Legacy is that far along and with production and everything like that. I know Pedro Pascal isn't a main character in The Last of Us 2, so he's not going to be in as many episodes as he even was in this past season. So he's got time. Everyone else, I think, is set to start filming like soon. Superman Legacy, I don't know when that's going to start filming. I don't know if DC wants to go kick off. I know the DCU gets kicked off with the fucking monster movie and whatever else, but this is their kickoff. They can say whatever they want. Superman is their kickoff. I don't think they'd want to really go against Marvel's pseudo reboot of a universe after Deadpool kind of reboots it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I just hope they get both of these need to get right. Eric, what do you think? Which one right now do you think you would watch if it was to come out the same month?
Oh. I don't trust the DCU. I'm not giving them money.
Not even for the big blue Boy Scout, the one who Cena modeled his career after?
You mean the one who they modeled after Cena? The man who the only DC property you can get me to go out to see theaters is if they made a Peacemaker movie, and I would pay to see a 24-hour stream of that. Also, sorry, this is unrelated, but we've been doing this for an hour and 6 minutes. Where are my flops in the chat? I haven't seen that yet. Anyway, that said, Fantastic Four. Why don't we just make John Cena the Thing at the very least? Let's just recast this whole thing. Make John Cena all of them, including the Invisible Woman. Just all of it. The Fantastic Four Cenas.
You could do that. You could do that so much. Look at it. His jaw already looks like the Thing. You can't see him because he's already invisible. His acting is stretched so thin, he could be like Mr. Fantastic. And all of his movies are huge dumpster fires. Flame on. Thanks for the setup, Eric.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
Thunderbolts in 2025, Mr. Allpower. Should be.
Thank you for the flops.
That movie is doomed. Next one up. Speaking of being doomed, so someone put together a list of the people who wrote Madam Web, their last 5 movies altogether.
Oh
no!
The
Rotten Tomato score. They did Dracula Untold, The Last Witch Hunter, Madam Web coming in at 3rd, Morbius, and The Gods of Egypt.
Yo, why? I feel bad saying this, but like, why does this person keep getting work? Why after Morbius, Hollywood should be like, "Hey, thank you for your service. Go get another job."
I don't know what to say, man. I was shocked when I saw this. No hits.
That's crazy.
All misses.
No.
There are talented people in the world looking for a shot. This one is taken up. This is crazy.
And he gets to benefit from the strike.
Oh my goodness.
You summed it up. There's no reason he should be getting work in major studios.
Yeah.
Not like this, bro. These are, with the exception of that one on the bottom, these are like franchises you could have had.
Oh, Black Gallic makes a good point there. 3 vampire movies, and they all flop. Fucking Twilight set the way for you. They walked so you could have just coasted. That's crazy.
What trash. Who's worse, this guy writing it or the guy who looks at the resume and says, "You're hired"?
I guess that's true. One of my favorite movies. Ants says, "Who's the bigger idiot? The idiot or the idiot who gets kidnapped by the idiot?" So I mean, fuck. Oh man. What a painful existence this guy must have.
Are you kidding me? He's rich. He's more loaded than I'll ever be. He's doing fine.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, he's not looking at.
And now he gets benefits and residuals through streaming services. He's all right.
Yeah, right. He could buy enough Beats headphones to block out the hate. He's got money.
They do
for
block out a lot.
Man. Speaking of also, for some positive news besides this one, we do have Marvel and DC reteaming together to republish some crossover comics. Superman versus Spider-Man, Hulk versus Bane, whoever do you want, man. The crossovers are happening again.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. As a DC guy, I always love to see them go at it. But I think I'm crossing over to the Marvel side. I'm kind of pulling for them now.
Yeah, I'll give you props for staying that long.
I tried, man. I really did.
You know, it sucks because DC properties are still good. It's just the movies are so bad. You forget that sometimes.
Actually, you know what? DC's always had something, whether it was the cartoons, the movies,
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. You peed on the Flash, man. Clearly, you don't care that much.
Oh man, jeez.
Oh yeah, if you can watch some Madam Web Press stuff. No one wants to be there.
No,
really?
There's no way.
It's painful.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone got some sirens going on in the background.
Sorry, I got the window open. Got a nice breeze here. It's a nice crisp LA night.
GTA
What happens
5
when
in
you're
LA.
as hot as Zach is when you're running fire?
And if you guys haven't checked it out already, a full review of the issue #1, Ultimate Black Panther, is on the channel right now. This was actually a really good read, man. I'm glad Zach provided us a way to read it, to watch it, and put the review together. The art style was amazing, so definitely check it out and let me know what you guys think. More reviews will be coming to the channel.
Very nice.
There's one Ultimate comic left, Eric. I'll put it out there for you. You don't have to say yes or no right now, but next month is Ultimate X-Men #1. So,
okay. If you recommend, because I never got into the original Ultimate Universe because it seemed just too different for me. But if you recommend it, I will check it out.
okay. I do. So far, it's good. This and Spider-Man have been great.
Okay. I mean, they did bring us Miles Morales, so it can't be too bad. I mean,
That's true.
I should give them a
This
try.
is true.
And all the storylines in the MCU are from the Ultimate Universe. So,
Yeah, that's also true. Brought us Black Nick Fury.
yep.
And then, of course, later on this month, I think, 2 weeks, me and Zach will be at the Prestige Wrestling event, A Moment of Violence, man. Can't wait to see Mustafa Ali live.
Yeah. Good up him also.
Yeah. So keep popping with your boys all month, man. A lot of big things coming in. Shout out to all 2,000 subs. We're getting closer to 3,000, man. Shout out to all you guys. The poppers, the floppers, and the rampagers. Speaking of popping and flopping, Zach, how about that slap heard around the world?
That was that was something. That was one hell of a pivot by WWE, how they did that. I thought it was fantastic. Still very sloppy storytelling. And I guess as we're going to talk about today, how sloppy is the rest of this going to be at WrestleMania? Because right now it doesn't seem clear cut. It seems egos are running wild and everyone wants to be in the main event, but they listen to the fans. And then they did something great. You know, they had some after stuff with Triple H and The Rock. And then they presented this great bloodline tree with everyone's name on it, which you don't really create unless you have a long-term storytelling for it. So we'll get into that. But everyone was on here, including Jacob Fatu. They had a commercial during the Super Bowl, too, that also highlighted what could be the Night 1 main event. So where do you guys sit on what's going to happen with the main event being Cody and Roman in Night 2, and then what they're going to try to do with Night 1? And what do you think of the storytelling, and how do you think they're going to go about? What do you think the storyline is going to be? Like, what do you think the storytelling is going to be? What's going to be leading up to Mania and after Mania, especially with The Rock being Hogan?
You got it, Eric.
I think. Okay, so I agree. This story's been sloppy. It's let's just say, Mr. All Power, no sites you've been on have anything as sloppy as this. So I think there's going to be egos going left and right. Rock wants to be in the main event. Seth is trying to inch his way in by being Cody's friend. Cody wants the main event. Roman wants to be main event. I think there's only one way to solve this. And deep down, Zach, I think you agree. You got to bring back John Cena.
Jeez.
We didn't have this problem when Cena was champion. We didn't have this problem. When he was champion, everybody stayed in their lane. They knew he was the man, the hero, the face that ran the place. AJ Styles copied him because he wanted to be a bit of him. So, here's what's going to happen. Rock is going to say he wants a triple threat. Seth is going to say, nah, I want a fatal four-way to combine the titles. And then Triple H is going to come out and say, you guys want to play, pal? Because I'm tired of this bullshit. At night 2 of WrestleMania, it's a 5-way showdown. This man is going to be taking the fifth place. And Cena comes out, and he just hits AAs on everyone. And it's going to be magical. Liberty, the crack in Liberty Bell is going to magically fix itself because Cena is that damn American.
Can you imagine Seth Rollins being the world champion, having to fight for a spot at Mania? Like, we should work on that story. Let's get that played out and stuff.
I do think it's crazy that he's involved in this storyline. Like, he's literally playing second fiddle to the championship that was created.
I need him to address the comments Roman made. Roman hasn't beat Seth. Seth in their head-to-head, Seth has the advantage, and that's never been addressed.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to see a tag match at night 1 of WrestleMania? I don't.
No.
Triple H even alluded at the press conference when he talked about it all started with the WrestleMania 1 in the tag match. So he even alluded to the tag match. And then in the Super Bowl commercial, they did so much with back and forth here between the two sides, like it was going to be a tag match. I don't want a tag match at WrestleMania. And if it is a tag match, have it kick off the damn WrestleMania weekend. Have that be the first match on the card, have a kickoff, and then get into your storylines and give people their propers and have a woman's main event. That's all I'm saying if it's going to be a tag match.
Well, if it is a tag match, does that mean Seth Rollins is done for Mania weekend without even defending this championship? He's just there to be a prop in the story?
If that happens, throw the world title out because you clearly don't care about it.
Right. Like everything that Seth did to like build that title up, and the promo he gave to Cody, like you should pick me because this is what this title needs, goes out the window if he's just a prop.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna just say, okay, well, we'll just do this, have him be part of this big marquee match, and then he can rest up, and then we'll have him drop it to Gunther in Berlin. So now you're just gonna wait this whole time and just kind of make that title seem a little more worthless, just so you can build it up to Gunther. I don't know, man. The Rock, man. I don't like what you're cooking this year.
Yeah,
not at all.
He had time. He had so much time to do this match, and it doesn't even need a title.
No.
If he wins, then that basically means that only someone from the previous generation can beat the best of this generation. If he loses, then who the fuck cares? Roman's been champion for 2 years. Doesn't add anything.
Any like fixes to this, or what do you think the best outcome is?
The best outcome, I think. Listen, before everyone steals the idea, someone bookmark it. The best outcome is the one Zach's friend has been saying this from the start. What Matt's been saying: have Cody win it at Starrcade.
Yes, you beat Hogan's record, and you know what? You can even like get rid of Survivor Series, and then down the line you can have it be called Starrcade Survivor Series for when you have Survivor Series matches, and then you can have other years where it's Starrcade War Games. I don't know, man. I'm just sick of Survivor Series, and it's kind of a throwaway pay-per-view. Do something else.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. If you want, give it to an NXT pay-per-view.
Fucking hand-me-down pay-per-views.
Yes, they got Vengeance Day. They got all of them.
That's
yeah. I mean, it'd be a trade. Main roster took War Games. They can have Survivor Series.
Listen, I'm all for making Starrcade, a big pay-per-view. I wanted to see it happen in AEW, but I think doing it, just getting it done in general will be good for its lineage. It's a major pay-per-view. Dusty made it. I think it's well overdue.
I'm 1,000%.
Go ahead, you're good.
I'm down for him defending and having a huge match at Starrcade, but the story is Mania. He has to win it at Mania and end this damn story. So with next Mania, we can have real good matches again. Not that they don't have good matches, but this story should end at the last Mania. I need to see that Mania.
I did. Let me tell you what happened. I saw two of my friends cry on the way home.
I don't know what you must be talking about that other friend.
Well, I rolled down the window and put up the ones.
Look at that friend.
So I think that's your buddy, PUP. The whole thing here with the Bloodline family tree, I think this is long-term storytelling. Maybe it's a pivot, I don't know. But you could have whatever happened at WrestleMania, and then you could have the whole Bloodline feud thing. You could have it at Survivor Series, Roman's team versus Rock's team, and split up family members if you want to bring in Jacob Fatu and other people. And then next year at Mania, have your Roman and Rock thing, and that's your big culmination. Again, this would tie in to the inning that Roman said we were in last time. I forgot what it was. I was jotting it down. So then him losing at Mania would be around the 7th inning stretch. And then the last 2 innings would be the family feud going into either the decimation of the bloodline or him being the true ruler of the bloodline. And that's it. So inning-wise, to where Roman says next Mania should pretty much be it.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
And honestly, I think if Roman says next Mania will be it, I think he retires there too. I don't think Roman continues after that.
He's already on the part-time, but I feel like he's going to go even more part-time.
He's taking a monster vacation after that. What do you do after this, Roman? There's nowhere to go. That's why I think like he should have lost the belt, and we could have seen him like, kind of losing it, going crazy, having only one belt, losing his position, and then eventually having a Rock step in to kind of challenge him. I think that's what we could have done here.
There were so many options they could have done. There was a lot.
Another option is instead of a tag match, unifying the belt was terrible. The other option here, we know Triple H can't wrestle. We had to fix this to Triple H, and then Triple H do the promo ripping on The Rock on Friday Night SmackDown, and apparently it's going to be probably more on Friday night when The Rock appears. Triple H can't go, right? What do we talk about? Stone Cold Steve Austin's not filming a show.
Yeah.
Could he fill in? If you want to talk about being the biggest WrestleMania of all time and taking it to new heights, there's your match. Stone Cold would gladly have a good retirement match. The Rock kind of seems gassed. There's your big match for night one. Sucks that it has to main event other than a women's match, but rather than a women's match. But there you go. Stone Cold versus The Rock one last time. The Rock wins to up himself in the bloodline. And because even in this picture right here, he put himself ahead of Roman. Even when they're walking in the back, Roman's following him. He's not number one anymore. This way, Stone Cold can have one last good retirement match with his guy. They're friends. He'll gladly lose to better his storyline and have one big last Mania match. So maybe him not filming his TV show, maybe he is getting ready for a WrestleMania match, and maybe that is the big power struggle tease between The Rock and Triple H right now.
Ooh.
If Stone Cold feels confident for it, if he feels he can do a match, I'd be down for that.
I think he might be able to. I mean, if you have guys that I think can like not necessarily carry him, but I mean, what Kevin Owens did, I think that we can see that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I wouldn't hate, because you asked earlier what the fix is for this storyline. Follow the tradition of 10, 20, and 30. Cody earning his way to the main event, or having to go through crazy odds the same night of WrestleMania. Opening match, maybe him versus The Rock to open the show, and Cody has to do double duty. In the main event, he has to fight Roman. Same how Daniel Bryan had to fight Triple H to get to the main event.
I just don't see. Listen, that doesn't work for me, brother. The Rock does not open any WrestleMania card.
That's true. I don't want him to main event. I know.
He's not Brock.
I know that there are people who still love The Rock, but he can't. He doesn't. I'm going to say some people are going to hate. He doesn't deserve to main event WrestleMania. There are people who deserve it, who are there every week. They deserve to. You don't get to just come back and do that.
But do these people draw? Do they get the views? Do they get what's calculated nowadays? The YouTube hits, the social media hits, the buzz. Do they bring in the family and the little kids and the women? Do they do that?
If that's what we're playing by, give our truth his Mania main event.
Hey, there you go. I'm down with that.
No, I don't want to see that.
Oh, what?
You hate our truth. You are a terrible.
Let him go back to TNA wrestling.
That's the worst hate I've ever heard.
I love our truth, man. He's a killer in the ring. He's very funny. I just don't want to see him go in there, look confused, and lose in a few seconds.
I mean, he could get help from DX. They saved him last Monday.
You know they'll super kick him. You know how this goes. Oh man.
Last week's Piper. I just want to see Chelsea Green in WrestleMania in some capacity.
I mean, here's the obvious one. What the heck is AJ Styles doing at Mania this year? Well, like, are we serious? Why can't we get his story right? They're just jobbing him out left and right. It's really starting to piss me off, man. And what is Mia Yim doing? Where's her WrestleMania moment?
I think they actually said the OC is going to be doing the concession stand.
Nope, way too talented. I mean, OC can do it, like Luke Gallows and Carl Edison, but AJ Styles and Mia Yim are main event players, man.
Well, people were saying it's going to be LA Knight versus AJ Styles in Perth, but it's not going to be. And then since AJ Styles isn't going to be, he could attack LA Knight. So you think it's going to be LA Knight and Seth Rollins at Mania? No, it probably will be LA Knight and AJ Styles at Mania. And The Rock could take his place in the Elimination Chamber and set up a Seth Rollins match for WrestleMania.
I don't want to see that, man.
Oh, right. Only. So I'm hoping that someone does attack at the Elimination Chamber. I'm hoping it's Bronson Reed because he put out a tweet saying he's sorry that he isn't going to be at Elimination Chamber, and I was like, no, there's no way that can be real.
There's no way.
Have to have something planned.
Yeah.
For the women's Elimination Chamber on SmackDown, they're doing a last chance entry battle royale. Mm-hmm. So I think they'll do the same thing with the men's for Bronson. There's no way he gets left off the card. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, if he doesn't make it, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, Shotzi got injured during the NXT tapings last night, so she won't be facing. I forgot who she's facing on Friday night, but they're probably going to replace her in that Elimination Chamber qualifier.
Yeah, they said it was pretty serious, so that kind of sucks. Yeah. But I feel like every time she gets going, and like something happens to hold her back.
She had a good promo last night too backstage, so I was kind of rooting for her.
Right.
Yeah. A little random to have her go back for the NXT Championship, but I mean, I think it would have been a good match. It's a shame.
True.
But that is it. Coming down to the end of the episode this week, man. A lot of good stuff going on here. Pop culture, wrestling, video games. Thank you all for jumping in here. Zach, you got any final thoughts? Anything we should be talking about?
Nothing. Just let us know in the comments if there is something we should talk about on the show. Anything, comics, TV shows, anything we need to check out and talk about on the show. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, definitely a lot to talk about. I mean, as far as TV goes, Abbott Elementary's back. Been checking that out.
Good episode.
Eric the Rookie's coming back next week.
Oh, God. Oh,
I know, but it's so good.
What night is it on? What night is it on?
Oh, man. Grey's Anatomy's coming back next month, too.
I still can't believe this show is still on the air.
It's 20 years, man. 20 seasons strong.
Man, the Simpsons are side-eyeing that show.
But yeah, a lot of good stuff going out there, man. And if there's any other stuff you want us to review, let us know also. We got the comic reviews going on there. We had TV show reviews last year. Really enjoyed watching The Last of Us with Zach last year. So definitely let us know. I promise you guys, man, we're trying to get these schedules right for these tier lists. We have so many good ideas. I can't wait to get on there and get it out for you guys. I promise you. It will be out. I don't know when yet, but when we do get these done, there'll be multiple tier lists coming out for you guys. So stay tuned.
When are we going to finish the story, Knock?
Exactly.
Damn, we can't blame anymore.
We're in different time zones now. There's a lot going on, but we will get it done for you guys, and we appreciate all support. Eric, any final thoughts?
I guess now we owe WWE an apology. It is hard to finish a story. As I said earlier, tomorrow's my birthday, so I wanted to say real quick. I want to give a few shout outs. Another year older. First of all, Thank you to Zach and Knock, because they know this has been a rough year for me, but they've been a very strong constant in my life, and I'm glad I get to do this show with you guys. Thank you to Mr. All Power, because you are the reason incognito mode is used on my computer more than anything else. Thank you to everybody who puts the flops in the chat. Tsunami's not here, but when you do see this, you are my right-hand man. And if I can give some words of wisdom from another year, something my father once told me when I was younger. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Word life.
It's basic thugonomics. Basic thugonomics.
He gets it.
It's catchy, man. It's catchy. I didn't want to sing it, but I don't know. I had to.
Zach, you know, I think my birthday is the 13th greatest day of the year. You know what the other 12 greatest days are, Zach?
What are there?
The 12 days of Cinemas, and I can't wait for December to come back.
I'll try to find you a Blu-ray copy of Freelance for and it can have on there, instead of a review, it can have that 0% Rotten Tomato score stamped right on there. So every time you look at it, you know what a blight to the movie industry John Cena has been. God, I don't want to wish you bad things on your birthday. I'm good. I'm good.
One of these days, I'm gonna buy you a Peacemaker helmet, and you're gonna enjoy it. You can pass it down to your loved ones. It can be a family heirloom.
It'd be a great toilet.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thank you all for watching, man. Really appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week with the poppers, the floppers, and the rampagers. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
What was that? Wait.
Fucking Cena, man. The big ass chin, fucking beady little eyes. He looks like one of the neighbors of the Flintstones. Not even like Craig Flintstone. Not even like a good Flintstone. Not even Barney.
Oh shit!
He's like
Actually,
one of the
this. My
neighbors.
bad. Hold on. Let me end the stream. Shout out to everybody. We're gone. Yo.